temperatures drop into the mid-50s by morning.
News 12 now at 11. Your news starts now.
Good evening, I'm Angela Morian.
And I'm Amber Worthy. Thanks for joining us for News 12 now at 11.
We have new details now on a shooting that happened late last night. A woman is charged with attempted first-degree murder after a shooting.
And police say her son was identified as the shooter. Police were called around 11 last night to a gas station on Shallowford Road. According to the arrest affidavit, a woman was involved in an altercation before calling her son to come to the gas station. Police say the video shows Dominique Collins shooting the victim in the chest.
The woman involved was Adrienne Douglas, and she is charged with aggravated assault on top of attempted first-degree murder. Police are still looking for Dominique Collins, who is also a convicted felon, according to the arrest affidavit.
And a woman is behind bars charged with a number of things after leading officers on a chase and crashing on I-24. Around 9:20 last night, a Hamilton County Sheriff's Office deputy says that they attempted to stop the female suspect in East Ridge. The deputy says the female refused to stop and fled the scene. Officials say that female driver attempted to hit a deputy's car and eventually hit a car with 3 people inside. They are expected to be okay, but THP is investigating, and that woman is facing numerous charges, including aggravated assault.
Well, the National Transportation and Safety Board is investigating a crash involving a car and a train that left a man in critical condition in Anderson County. The Tennessee Highway Patrol said it happened around 5:30 this afternoon at the intersection of Old Lake City Highway and Patterson Lane. Witnesses told THP the train was blowing its horn repeatedly, but the man drove over the crossing anyway, and the train hit his car. The man's pregnant wife allegedly ran outside and saw her husband's car. THP said the crossing does not have a signal or bars at it, just a sign signaling that it is a railroad crossing. Well, tonight, Sheriff Clint Schrum is responding after coverage of the valedictorian issues at Grundy High and the coverage by a local radio host. He says in part, quote, "Sadly, some people are more interested in the drama and outlandish attempts to tear people down than to bring resolve to the situation. This is evident by the actions of Chattanooga radio personality Jason Walker after I asked him to provide proof of Tennessee citizenship to comply with his opens records request." We will have this statement posted to the website after the show. That's WDEF.com.
And today there was a fire in Catoosa near the Walker County line. A viewer sent us this video. He says it was creeping into the woods at the corner of Highway 2A and Dewberry. He says it took crews about 30 minutes to get to where he was. The fire is out now, and at last checked, no one was injured. And a local group hosted a vision ride to raise awareness for suicide prevention in Sale Creek today. The few members of this group have lost loved ones to suicide, and they want to make sure that people have the resources to get the help needed. Professional stuntman Bubba Blackwell now lives in the area and lost his father to suicide, so this cause was very close to his heart. He had a piece of advice for everyone.
I think whenever you get the blues, you kind of feel like you're alone, like nobody knows what you're going through. And unfortunately, that's just not the case. We've all been there. We've all been down. We've not had perfect days every day. I love to laugh and joke more than anybody in the world, but man, I've been pretty dark myself. So you got to reach out from time to time. You're not alone. You just think you are.
And this group says suicide is an epidemic, and they hope to show the community what they are doing to help fight the battle of depression, PTSD, and suicide prevention.
The Southern Adventist University automotive staff and students will be providing free vehicle inspections tomorrow. They will be from 1 to 5 p.m. and they will take place at the Samaritan Center parking lot in Ottawa.
And the Everyone East Lake Festival was held today. The East Lake Neighborhood Association hosted this event at the East Lake Park Park on East 34th. Chattanooga police held their front porch lineup there today. The event began after efforts to bring the community together at musical events in the driveway of Buddy Shirk, the interim president for the association. He spoke to me today about what he hoped people walked away with.
I hope they walk away with a sense of the community because it's a thriving community. We have a lot to offer here in Chattanooga besides this beautiful park and duck pond, which is Chattanooga's oldest park, by the way.
There were vendors selling homemade items, and of course, children played a variety of games. And with this being an election year, different candidates were present and addressed their community. Turning now to national coverage of the U.S. intervention in Syria. Senator Corker is responding, saying the precision strikes last night send a clear signal to the Syrian regime, and I applaud the president for following his words with actions and taking an important step in coordination with our allies to hold Assad accountable.
President Trump is claiming victory after a U.S.-led allied attack on Syria's chemical weapons program.
But the Syrian regime is refuting the effectiveness of those strikes. Laura Podesta has the latest.